back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Diamante. Welcome to my 25th week on Wegovy. I'm so pumped that you guys are here. First things first, week 25, we've officially passed the 6-month mark, which is really exciting. If you are new here, hi, how are you? Stop right here. I highly encourage you guys to go and watch the other videos in my Wegovy series first, and then you guys can come back and watch this one once you're caught up in chronological order. I'll go ahead and I'll link the first one to the series up here, so that way you guys can go and watch that, and then you guys can come back to this one once you're caught up. But anyway, this is a really interesting and exciting week. But anyway, more about that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and cue my measurements for the week. Week 25. So, apologies in advance for my turby twist. I just hopped out the shower and obviously it was a wash day. But anyway, let's go ahead and do these measurements. So, for bust, we're looking at 39. For waist, we're looking at 34. And then for hips, we are looking at 46.5. So I feel like those numbers sound a little bit different. But anyway, let's go ahead and do my weigh-in for the week. All right, so those measurements definitely sound a little different to me. Let's go ahead and look at my weigh-in for the week. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen now. So let's look at the top stats for the week. So we're minus 33 pounds down, minus 5.7 BMI, and minus 8.7% body fat. Let's look at the trends for the week. So we're at 200.2. Our BMI is at 34.6. My body fat is at 42.5. My body water is at 39.5, which is good. That means I'm staying hydrated. My skeletal muscle is at 33.6, which is also good. My BMR is still at 1498. My fat-free body weight is at 115.4, which is good. My subcutaneous fat is at 36.8. My visceral fat is at 17 even. My muscle mass is still at 108.2. My bone mass is at 7. My protein is still at 12.4. And then my metabolic age continues to be 35. So definitely some progress, some maintenance, which is also good. Super excited for this week. And now I definitely think I have to give you guys like some really important news. So drum roll, please. Okay, so I'm not taking a shot this week. I know. It's very shocking. And so the tea about that is, I don't know if you guys remember, but my last week vlog, I was talking about how my medication has been on back order for weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm usually like a little bit ahead of like getting my prescriptions, if that makes sense. So my doctor has given me more prescription than just a month dosage, but I still see her every month, like just to make sure that that dose is still appropriate for me. And also it's important for me to note that like my insurance regulations like only permit me having 1 box per month, but I was still like a week or two ahead. So I've usually like had my prescription ahead of time. So last week I still hadn't gotten my Wegovy prescription, even though it like had been put in weeks ago. And so I saw my doctor on Monday and I let her know like, hey, by the way, like I still haven't been able to get my prescription. So she was like, oh man, that sucks. I'll go ahead and write you a script and then just go and pick it up when you can. So I was like, okay. So Lou and I wound up calling the pharmacy on Thursday because like from Monday until Thursday, I still hadn't heard anything. And normally like my medication is always on back order, but like my pharmacy has been able to fill it in pretty quickly. And I think it's also because like I have a pretty good rapport with the pharmacists at my pharmacy, as does Lou, because obviously we're there all the time. So we called and they told us that the prescription would be available in 2 days. So Saturday comes, I'm checking my app to see like what's going on with my prescription, and it's still on back order. And I'm sorry if you guys have already heard the story, but I called this place and it was going to voicemail. So I was like, well, let me just go to the pharmacy and see what's going on. So I get to the pharmacy and I'm talking to the pharmacist, and so she was like, oh, you know, it's like a system update that they did, so now everybody has to put in a voicemail and then the pharmacist calls you back, which is, it's like whatever. But anyway, I'm calling about my medication because it's not normal for me to not have it. So anyway, she's like, oh yeah, like it's still on back order, like we've been ordering it, but it just like the shipment hasn't come in. So I was like, oh okay, like no worries. So like when am I gonna be able to get it? So she was like, well, I don't have it, but let me check and see what other pharmacies nearby have it. So she pulled up a pharmacy, they had it, she called it in like for me, so that way like that prescription was like already spoken for. They only had one more. So she sends it over, and then maybe about an hour after I get home, which is like when I showed you guys like the stuff that I got from Michael's, an hour after I get home, I get a call from my normal pharmacist, and she goes, hey, so they're gonna fill the prescription, but I just want you to know that basically your copay is gonna be a little bit higher than what you normally pay. And I was like, well, what do you mean? So she's like, yeah, it's gonna be like $600. And I was like, $600? I will never financially recover from this. What do you mean $600? So anyway, my copay is usually like nothing, because as I've said previously, it's covered through my insurance, and then my caseworker at my insurance gives me a coupon, and then I'm able to use that coupon at the pharmacy, so my copay is $0. So anyway, I called my insurance and I'm like, hey, like what's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, your pre-authorization expired on the 19th. And I'm like, well, my doctor sent in this prescription prior to the 19th, like a few days prior to the 19th. Does that mean like I can't get my prescription like without paying an obscene amount of money right now? And she was like, yeah, you have to get a new pre-authorization. So sometimes certain insurances will make you get a pre-authorization from your doctor. It also like shows the insurance that like you're still a good candidate for the medication. Like a doctor can't just write you a script just because. Again, not all insurances are like this. There are some insurances that are like this. It's not all of them. And pre-authorization times like vary like depending on the insurance. So my particular pre-authorization was good for 6 months. Some are like month to month, it depends. But basically the doctor fills it out, they'll give it to the insurance, and then the insurance will send it over to the pharmacy. And this pretty much lets like the insurance note like, hey, this patient is still a good candidate to take the medication. And there's so many different things that doctors can put. Again, it depends on your insurance, but some people are able to get their pre-authorization because they have like certain inflammatory diseases. Some people are able to get the medication because of their BMI. So I'm one of those candidates, like because my BMI is considered obese, that's the reason why I'm still able to get the medication, and so on and so forth. And then like once the insurance sees it, they send it to the pharmacy. That lets the pharmacy know like, oh yeah, this person is covered under us, so they don't have to pay like a crazy copay. So all to say, I had the pre-authorization sent over to my doctor yesterday. Pre-authorizations normally take about 2 to 3 business days to process. So that means that there's a good chance that I won't even be able to get my medication until Thursday. So I could be more upset about it, but like truth be told, and maybe this is like due to a lot of therapy, I've done everything that I can do in my power in order to like get the medication in a timely manner. And so like there's nothing else that I can do about it. All to say, I should probably have the medication by Friday. And at that point, I might as well just wait the extra 2 days and then just start again on my injection day. And yeah, like there are people who will go longer amounts of time without having the medication. it's not something I would recommend. I feel like me being on the medication consistently for so long has been good for managing my symptoms. And so I am a little bit nervous about like skipping a week and then going back on the medication, but that's neither here nor there. This is from GoodRx. So it says, Wegovy was made to last a long time in the body. This is why you only need to inject a dose a week. In fact, it takes about 7 days for your body to remove half of it, called its half-life. Because of this, Wegovy tends to stay in your system for 5 to 7 weeks after your last dose. This information is important for a few reasons. First, Wegovy isn't recommended during pregnancy. Your care team will likely have you stop taking it at least 2 months before you can start to conceive. Wegovy's effects on the gut can also cause problems while you're sedated during surgery, so you'll likely be told to stop taking Wegovy ahead of your procedure. So, all to say, like, I'm not really too concerned about it being a week. Like, it is what it is. As you guys know, like, I thank my lucky stars all the time because the fact that like I've had consistent access to the medication for half a year, I consider myself like one of the luckier people. And so like for this to be my first instance of like something like a discrepancy happening with my medication, I get it and like it's fine. But you know, at some point there will be a time when I'm not taking the medication anymore, as I've told you guys historically, and like as me and my doctor have been gearing up for that. That probably won't happen until like a year from now, because I'm only about 66% away from my like goal weight. So as of right now, I'm at 33% complete. And all to say, like, truth be told, there will be a time, like I said, that I'm not taking the medication anymore. You know, we'll have a separate plan to wean me off the medication, which is fine. But as I've told you guys, my doctor has told me that because I'm under the age of 35, she feels like, based off of what I've told her, that I have a pretty balanced metabolism, that like she doesn't really see any concerns with that. But like with that being said, this week is definitely going to be a test to see like how well I can keep up my habits and how well I'm able to maintain living my healthier lifestyle without being on the medication and without having that crutch, right? Now, it's not to say that like it's a crutch for everyone. It's just like an expression. There are some people that genuinely need this medication, like because they have more severe diseases than like the ones that I have underlying in my body. But at some point, I want to give you guys this analogy because I feel like it's true for me. At some point, we all stop riding a bike with training wheels. And similarly, like when I first started going to salsa class, like, yeah, you go to the classes, right? But at some point, not that you don't go to the classes anymore, but at some point you're gonna go to your first salsa social and your teacher is not gonna be there counting for you. Your teacher is not gonna be there showing you what the preps for the turns are. Your teacher is not gonna be there for you to show you if this lead is supposed to be a New York walk. So I know that this is good for me, and honestly maybe it's gonna be like good for my body too, because as I've told you guys, like I've been pretty constipated, and so I feel like this will be a really good reset for me. So I'm excited about that. All to say, like, I mean, what like best case scenario, and this is just like me saying just best case scenario, I maintain the weight I'm at. Worst case scenario, I gain a couple pounds. Better case scenario is that I still lose weight. So like I said, I know I'm not gonna be on this medication forever, and like I understand like why a lot of people feel anxiety when they don't have access to their medication, and like I could also easily feel that way, but at the end of the day, like I have to trust that all the things that I've been working towards the past 6 months are gonna work for me and continue to work for me. And so, you know, I am bummed about like the medication thing. You know, I feel like the pharmacy could have told me that my pre-authorization was gonna expire weeks ago, because I've had that prescription as of a few weeks ago. And so I'm really like annoyed about that. But I mean, the pharmacist at least like called me to let me know like, oh, this copay is gonna be substantially high. And so I'm grateful for that. But you know, that's healthcare in America, right? I have to say that because I have like a really large audience that's UK based. So if you guys are stateside, then comment what state you guys live in. And if you guys are anywhere else in the world, then let me know where you're from, and I'm happy that you're here. And yeah, like I said, I'm not like too worried about it. As I've told you guys, like I do still feel hungry even when I'm on the medication. It's not as severe, but I do still feel hungry sometimes. It's normal to feel hungry on the medication. So yeah, like I'm not too concerned, and I'm looking forward to seeing how I'll do this week without the medication. And you know, I'm obviously like just gonna prepare as much as I can for this week and hope for the best, and just continue vlogging my journey because you guys are my accountability buddies. So I'm not freaking out, and you shouldn't be either. And let's all take a deep breath. For me, by the time I've posted this, it will be over, and then I'll have my new box of medication. And so all I gotta do is get through this week. So anyway, let's go ahead and cue my vlog for week 25.
Give me another one. Fear of spiders. Arachnophobia. Fear of thunder. Piranhaphobia. Fear of chopsticks. Piscicataliaphobia. What is this, kindergarten? Give me a hard one.
Hello, happy Sunday. So we are obviously starting off the gym week early. We've got some fun things in the week planned, so I'm excited about that, which is why I'm starting my gym week early. Today was one of those days where I definitely do not want to be here. I'm stressed out. I have lots of things to do, but just because I'm stressed and I'm tired does not mean that I don't show up. It means that I still show up in spite of those things, and because of that, like, these are the things that are going to lead me to having healthy habits, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and get this leg day in. Good morning, guys. So I just had my little light breakfast before the gym, and I'm getting ready to do upper body day. I just got off a meeting not too long ago. I have here an egg, half an arepa that I didn't finish eating yesterday, and these are homemade, and then just a turkey dog. And yeah, that's the post-gym meal for today. Hello, happy Tuesday. I did not vlog as much as I wanted to yesterday because I was MOD while my boss was out. MOD stands for manager on duty. Yeah, I was just really busy, but today is a new day, Tuesday. We have currently gotten the warning for what I think is a tropical storm, hurricane. It's funny because the way that I found out that this thing was happening, it's really sad, was through TikTok. So anyway, all to say, after work today, I have to go get some groceries and I have to get gas. So anyway, we're gonna go do my workout and then I'm gonna go and resume work. All right, guys, we have just an egg and an arepa. I had some blueberries earlier before I went to go work out, but super pumped to eat this. These obviously don't look like the arepas that you see in the restaurant or the ones that you see like at the grocery store, because these are homemade, and honestly, the homemade ones are a little bit better in my opinion. I'm gonna give you guys a storm prep haul because, you know, we have to prepare. So, this is what we've got. We have Honey Nut Cheerios. This is like, you know, not necessarily good, but not necessarily bad. These are like a I'm in a pinch kind of thing. We got the big one. We also just got some chips. Anything in moderation is okay, guys. I don't really eat chips anymore, but sometimes I like to have them for if I want like a sandwich or something, then I'll have like a couple chips. Normally Lou winds up finishing my bag of chips because I'll have like 2 chips and then I give it to him. We've got Nutella for my night sweet treat, which is strawberries. So I normally like to have strawberries throughout the day, but like sometimes I want a sweet treat at night. So just like a little bit of Nutella and then some strawberries is like chef's kiss. It's obviously healthier than having ice cream. So that's that. We got a bread pan for tomorrow's dinner. We're gonna make some corn muffins tomorrow, aka cornbread. So tomorrow's recipe is gonna be really good. We are gonna make chili. So we've got multiple beans. We've got black beans, we've got pink beans. Some people like to do red kidney beans, which are also fine. I just prefer pink beans. Petite diced tomatoes. We've got Parmesan cheese for potatoes at some point during the week. We've got provolone, which is like a low calorie cheese, and then uncured black forest ham. If in case I want a sandwich, obviously I got the chips, so in case I want a sandwich, I can have some ham. And usually like we like to get cold cuts for storm prep just in case, because number one, it's easy to transport to like a cooler. You don't need to heat it up, so you can just have a sandwich. And yeah, and then we've got some carrot sticks. I'm gonna use these also for a different recipe later on in the week. Turkey bacon, but obviously is a breakfast staple in the house. Ground turkey, because obviously we are making our chili with the ground turkey. And then we have some chicken breasts, and these are for later in the week to go with the potatoes that are right here. As you guys know, these are my favorite potatoes to bake in the oven, and so if I want like a complex carb that isn't rice, this is usually my go-to. And I don't discriminate. I like potatoes a whole bunch of different ways. And then we just got just a juice just to have, just in case if I want to have a juice. We do also have like the flavored waters, which we really like. We got those from Sam's Club. Do you want to pull out your favorite flavors so that people could see? If you guys know, you know, we love the sparkling ices. These are the 0 sugar ones. They're, I think, how many calories? Like 5 calories. They're really good, and it's like a good way to get some water in, but like not have it taste like water. It kind of tastes like soda, and so those are really good. We love those. And yeah, that's basically the haul for today. For dinner, we're just doing some leftover Applebee's. There's no way I'm gonna finish everything. So we've got some strawberries and Nutella. Look at how pretty Lou plated this. Him and I are gonna share it, of course, because I cannot eat all of this by myself. Okay guys, so if you're wondering what's on the menu, yes, I know I need to clean my stove. I use it one time and it'll just get dirty, but we have cornbread, shout out Lou. And then we also have chili, which is obviously very smoky, but it's turkey chili, so I'm excited about that. And Lou is making a salad. All right guys, so we have the turkey chili, and then we have a little Italian salad and a little piece of cornbread. So I'm really excited to eat my Cozy Storm meal.
You got your flowers.
Thank you. So Lou got these for me as like a just because. So just remember, ladies, if he wanted to, he would. What are we doing?
Building a bookshelf.
Yeah, this is going in the glam room. Chico's obviously supervising, but the box is really, really heavy. So we're gonna have to bring it up piece by piece. Good morning, guys. Another day, another dollar. We've got a sleeping Chico, and this is his favorite thing to do when it rains. Hello, happy Thursday. So, if you're wondering why I'm in the dark, it's because there's no power. So, as you guys know, we're currently experiencing Hurricane Helene. So, first of all, like prayers and thoughts to everybody in Florida, everybody else in other states that will be affected by the hurricane. I hope everybody is safe and that everybody is prepared for the storm. You know, as Floridians, sometimes people like don't really take storms seriously, but I've been in lots of pretty serious storms in my life, specifically Hurricane Sandy back when I lived in New York. And also I actually was in Miami with my grandparents when Hurricane Katrina happened, which is crazy. Yeah, so the power just went out. I was literally in the middle about to like start doing my self-care stuff and the power went out. Luckily today I planned for a half day at work because I was supposed to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party later, but Disney wound up canceling the event and they refunded us our money, which was really nice of them. But I'm really sad because the tickets for the rest of the year are sold out. So I was really looking forward to bringing you guys like a Disney vlog, and now I can't, at least until like Christmas time, which is really sad and I'm really upset about it. We were actually getting ready to also make lunch, and so now I'm probably gonna have to like DoorDash food or something. And yeah, so that's the reality of hurricane season here. Just gonna put on some moisturizer because it's cloudy, and I mean, I don't think I need SPF today, although I should really be putting it on every day. Elena gets really mad at me when I don't wear SPF. So I've been trying to be better about wearing SPF more often, even though I am indoors most of the time. I will say, honestly, like perfect timing for me to also have like a half day at work. So I haven't told you guys yet, but honestly, like the past 24 hours has been really hard. Unfortunately, yesterday there were layoffs at my job. You know, obviously, like I'm still grateful that I have a job, but it's really sad.
2 hours.
Outage for 2 hours? Mm-hmm. We need to order something because I cannot live like this. I'm starving right now. Got my McChicken, which was the thing that I've been looking forward to this whole afternoon. So, we got power again, as you guys can see, which is good. I wanted to do a little haul for you guys because I'm gonna film a decorate my shelf with me for short form content. So you guys will see that on like Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So first things first, I got this adorable pink pillow from Marshall's. Love it so much. Obviously the theme in this room is like 90% girly Halloween, so a lot of the decor is gonna be pink. Okay, then from Target, we got this from like the dollar spot area. I have this little guy who's so cute. It's pink, and then it has like this mint gradient, and it lights up, which I love. Okay. Then we also got this little guy because, as you guys know, I love candy corn, and he also lights up. And then I got this one from Kohl's, but I got this pumpkin Mickey. They had other ones too, like they had a Donald, a Goofy, and a Minnie, and it also lights up, which is so cute. This gives me like Disneyland, like the entrance of Disneyland during Halloween time vibes. But yeah, you could like get the other ones too. Really nice, really good quality. I saw the pumpkin Mickey that they had in the parks, but it didn't light up, and I really wanted one that lit up and that I wouldn't have to put a candle into, since like it's my room and it's carpet and I get like nervous about stuff like that. But I thought this one was cute, and I wanted to have like a little touch of Disney in my room because, hello, I live in Orlando, so you obviously need to have like just a little something. Lou is like in his room to get like my books because we've been sharing a bookshelf for years now, and now that we both finally have like our own two spaces, like he can have his bookshelf as like his dedicated space for all his books, and then I can have my bookshelf for like my books, my decor, all that stuff. So yeah. Then I got these little pumpkins, and these will probably stay out past Halloween because obviously these are like neutral ones, but I wanted to make sure that I had stuff in here that was like orange and like more than just pink. But yeah, so I got these little guys. These were also from the dollar spot in Target. And then I got this skull, and this is from Target as well. It's like a suede-ish, feltish material, but I thought it was cute because it's pink. I also got this pink pumpkin, also from Target. There's another bag somewhere around here, and it has more of these kinds of pumpkins. And then from Marshall's, obviously I had to have Hello Kitty in here too. So I got this little like skull Hello Kitty. This was from Marshall's and I loved it, so it'll go on the shelf as well. And then this is also from Marshall's. I got I don't even remember what I got. Oh, okay, I love it. Okay, I got this little mummy from Marshall's. It's from like the Martha Stewart collection, but I got it because obviously, if you guys didn't know, I'm obsessed with mummies, and it's a candle. It's supposed to smell like Hallows Eve, is what it says, soy blend candle. But yeah, I love, 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 love like apple cider kinds of scents. So I got it because I really love the mummy, and it's like a textured mummy, which is really nice. And yeah, that's the fall haul. Happy Friday. So we're currently at the vet getting Chico his allergy shot, and then we actually have some wedding venue appointments today, so that'll be fun, but you guys will see that in a separate vlog. Not important, but kind of important. I left my water and I'm super thirsty, and I'm really upset about it. Okay, so we're at Pizza Bruno's. These are the garlic knots. These are like my favorite garlic knots in Orlando. Barstool rated this place pretty high. They have a couple of different locations. This is the Maitland location, but we usually do the College Park one. But I'm excited to eat these. So we got the margarita pizza. Hello, so it is way later in the day. Wedding venue hunting was lots of fun today. I freaking had such a good day. I was so exhausted. I like needed a nap bad. So we went back home. I napped for a little bit and now I'm on my way to a Pilates class. Saturday morning cereal and cartoons. I got such a good adjustment today, and not like the kind where you crack and pop like a glow stick, but honestly, like I walked out feeling taller. So anyway, as you can tell by how messy this eyelash looks, that's how my adjustment went today. But I do have some personal development things to do at home, and it's cloudy and rainy, so I'm just gonna take it easy today, have a really good rest and recovery day, which is just as important as all the other things that you're doing to optimize your health. And then we have some good news, guys. So I don't know if I mentioned it already, but my pre-authorization went through, which is really, really good. Okay, so obviously, you know, this week was just a little bit different because like I didn't have an injection this week, but it was really like training wheels off and just me riding a two-wheeler, which was really scary, but also like at some point it will be me. Like I'm not gonna have the medication forever, as I just stated. So it was interesting to not be on the medication, but I was happy because I was able to like regulate my body a little bit with my bowel movements this week, which is really good. Luckily, we have our medication again, so week 26 will continue as normal. I'm very excited about that. And yeah, I am really, really looking forward to the next week. You know, I'm not sure if I lost any weight or anything like that, but I will just be happy if I maintained. If I maintained, I am gonna consider myself lucky. And yeah, thank you guys as always so much for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. And if you guys haven't already, then please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.